This is the USS Drum, a World War II vintage submarine. It was launched in May 1941. It's here at Battleship Park in Mobile, Alabama. Here's a hatch to go below deck. This is a Gato class submarine and named for a fish, the drum. It's 311 feet and a few inches long, and that is longer than a football field. This is the forward torpedo room. There are 6 tubes here for launching torpedoes. These torpedoes are 10 feet long and 22 inches in diameter. These are the weapons that make the submarine the most deadly vessel at sea. I'm almost 6 feet tall and about 240 pounds, and I don't fit through these hatches very well. This is the forward part of the boat. Submariners call their craft a boat. Surface vessels are called ships or targets. This stateroom is for junior officers, 4 per stateroom, but the captain gets a private stateroom. By the way, this shiny thing is a lavatory that flips down. Yep, RHIP. Rank has its privileges. Notice that officers' country is in the quietest part of the boat. This is a wardroom where the officers have their meals. You'll notice that it also has special china. And there's some Prince Albert tobacco in the can. My grandpa rolled his own from that. The chief petty officers sleep here. Chief petty officers are the senior enlisted men aboard. The Drum had a crew of 75 officers and enlisted men. Another hatch. I'm going to have knots on top of knots on top of bruises by the time I get out of here. That ladder leads to the conning tower. After reaching the Pacific, the Drum went on 7 patrols. The Drum sank 15 ships on 7 patrols and was starting an 8th when the war ended. I guess it doesn't want to talk to me. The Drum has the distinction of being on the receiving end of friendly fire. While in the Atlantic sailing toward the Panama Canal, it was mistaken for a German submarine. However, the Drum received 12 battle stars for her action in the Pacific. All radio messages are sent and received from this main communications center. This is the galley, where the cook is preparing the meal. Looks like breakfast with bacon and eggs and sausage and a big pot of something, maybe oatmeal. I heard of one instance when the admiral was visiting a sub and liked the cook so much he took him with him. Here is the mess deck, where the sailors have their meals. This is one of the largest spaces on the boat, and there's always things on the wall to remind the sailors of home, maybe? This is the crew's berthing compartment. In the Navy, these are called racks, and you fold them up like this for cleaning. You'll notice the sailors' lockers on the port wall over there. The forward engine room has 2 diesel engines like the aft engine room. The engines are 9-cylinder Fairbanks-Morse engines. Obviously, these engines can only be used on the surface for propulsion as well as charging batteries. The engines drive generators which produce electricity to charge the batteries. They can turn to propellers. Otherwise, the propellers are turned by the electric motors powered by the generators or the batteries. Here's a look at the connecting rod and piston. The piston has an 8.5-inch diameter. The boat has 2 batteries of 126 cells each, and they're underfoot almost anywhere on the boat. The diesel-electric submarine is a perfect hybrid. The system is very similar to that on our automobiles. Turning this handle locks the watertight door. Many of the panels of switches are covered with plexiglass to keep prying hands away. These levers open and close the ballast tanks.
Oh, here it is. The smoking lamp is out throughout the boat. The smoking lamp is out throughout the boat.
This is the aft torpedo room. It has 4 tubes for firing torpedoes. As the name indicates, it fires from the rear of the boat. The submarine carries 24 torpedoes.
Range 1200. Firing order 1 and 2.
Firing order 1 and 2.
Right on it, sir. Stand by 1. Stand by 1.
Ah, daylight. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your friends. A thumbs up helps my channel grow too. Other videos are available, as you can check out my playlist as well as what's coming up next.